Okay. As the tin says, final Indy 500 attempt. I am starting P12. Doesn't look like anybody that I know is in this split. Okay. Yep.
Hello. Good
Hello.
morning. Where are you starting
P12 this time.
I somehow magically got pole.
I feel like that's good. like, bodes well,
it's
right?
either really good or I'm gonna die at like lap 2 from somebody being like, way overzealous.
Right. Can only go
I mean,
one or two ways.
yeah, and like honestly, I don't really want to lead that much.
Yeah, especially not
Like,
early, right?
yeah, I want to save fuel, so
Yeah. Okay.
maybe I'll try to hop back into second or something and swap draft.
Are you going to, when you're in dirty air, are you going to, Gavin Baird is in my split again.
Oh, nice.
That
That makes
is,
sense.
that is funny.
Like, if you guys qualified close to each other, like the likelihood is you'll be in the same split again.
Right, right.
Which I didn't even think about, but yeah.
Are you going to, when you're in dirty air, are you going to move down the ARBs?
Car outside.
The front one.
Outside is clear.
Yeah, probably, and I'll probably...
Are you gonna do that?
I use weight jacker more than the
Ah.
bars, to be honest. But
Okay.
I tend to play with the weight jacker a little bit more than the roll bars. But that's more just a thing. Like you could, if you want, you could definitely move the front down, or you can move the rear up if you need.
Is there a big difference between moving the front down versus moving the rear up? Like, is there is one like inherently better or not really?
I think the fronts have more variability between slots.
Okay.
So like I think 5-1 is a bigger difference to 6-1 than 6-2 is to 6-1.
Right. Okay. Okay, I see.
Right now, turn 1 is sketchy.
I would agree. Turn one feels turn one doesn't feel
Feels like
great
you're
right
supposed
now.
to push everywhere, even I'm only second car in line. Well, why are you pitting? Oh, I got fuel.
New fast flat for you. New fast flat for you. Car stopped ahead. Go low.
Yes, you are, Tom. Yes, you are. Why do you like to use the weight jacker more than the bars?
Honestly, it's more of a convenience thing for me. Like, I just have, it's easier to reach the paddles for my weight jacker than it is to take my hand off the wheel and switch the bars.
Right, okay.
Like, you should, I need to be better about that. Like, that's a me not being as good as I could be thing, not this is the smarter way of doing it thing.
I'm assuming weight jackers has a pretty big variable too, based on what I understand.
Yeah, you could just weight jacker. I feel like you can get caught out easier if you have too much in it. Like if you're relying too much on weight jacker, you might be in trouble.
Right. Okay. 10-4. And you could floor out of oh, I guess sometimes I guess you can't. I was gonna say you could floor out of the short chute on pit exit, but I guess you can't.
No, I don't think you can. it'd be nice, but I mean, you probably could if you had changed up your, like, set the weight jackers to like the +10 or something.
Right.
I don't think we're gonna. I mean, it might be something worth testing now, but
I don't think it'll make that big of a difference. So the safe way just to like kind of lift around the short chute to turns 2, I think it'll be fine.
yeah.
The margin's not going to be that close.
Right, at least in the lower splits.
Yeah. I think I'm exactly middle split. Like, but I mean, I don't know how much there are, but I'm like, I think I'm still in single I think I'm split 9 specifically. I don't know how you check. Like, once you're in.
It says it in the. I don't think you can check once you're in. It says it in like the report after the fact. It tells you what's split.
Yeah, that I know. Are you flat-footing it behind cars in any of it? Because I think we're on the same set, right? So.
Just check the fastest lap of the session.
Behind cars, like
In dirty air.
you definitely could. In like not in 1. In 2,
Yeah.
I think yes. In 3, maybe 4, yes.
Definitely not in 1.
Slow car down low, go high.
But I also haven't really been behind any cars in this practice. Like the ones I have, I was like clearing them by entry of, like, they passed me backstretch and I cleared them into 1.
Right,
So
okay.
it's like, in front of me.
Car stop down low, go high.
This set, I don't know how well it is deep in traffic, but like drafting up behind somebody, you get a huge run
Yeah.
with the gearing that they've got in it.
Yep. I've noticed that too, just testing it in traffic.
One thing that I have seen is if you're able to hold, like, if it's coming to the checker and you're in 3rd, if you're able to hold it flat through 4, and the leaders go side by side coming off of 4, you've got a very good chance of clearing them if you take it 3 wide before the start finish.
Right.
That's how Philip Kraus won the top split for the like top strength of field one yesterday.
Okay.
Alright, practice is done. Let me see if I can get to the pits
All right, good luck. And good luck to you, Tom.
Know if I like being on pole here, but at least I'll be ahead of hopefully all the trash.
1 to go, next time by. You're on the outside this time.
I don't even know what this strength of field is.
Pit road is closed right now.
It's going to be jumbled a little bit, right? Because it's based on time.
Oh yeah, like it'll be something. I just know there's 3 cars that are
estimated
higher
SOS
rated
is
than me.
2,252.
2,300
Let's take opportunities.
for me. Oh.
Okay.
Good luck, gentlemen.
5
Good
cars
luck,
left
everybody.
to grid.
Let's have some fun,
Start at
folks.
12.
Good luck, soldiers.
I definitely should.
Good luck. It's a 200 lap race. Anything going to keep 3 wide moves centered.
Lap 2.
Oh well. I'm a grown-ass man. I can hold my fluids.
Catch start 30, car. Catch start 29, car.
Not necessarily a huge fan of the fact that the guy who's starting next to me is the 2 car and is driving a Jeff Gordon DuPont livery.
Oh, the Red Bull
Like
scheme of ovals, right?
Him being a 2 car is fine. The Jeff Gordon livery is kind of concerning.
I feel like that has like
Just
Drew White
remember on
vibes.
initial starts and restarts, just keep an eye out for the checkup.
The flame one. It's not the
Not the rainbow one.
not the Rainbow Warrior
So
one.
you need to
which
check yourself before you
I
wreck
don't know
yourself.
if there's a difference. Like the flame one.
Yeah, just gotta keep an eye on it, cause
Catch start
If you're
29,
I about got
attached to the
cleaned out
flame
twice
one, you're probably around
yesterday.
my age because that's who I, like the Jeff. That's the Jeff Gordon I'm
So did I, but that was the Taco Bell.
like known or like I grew up with. Maybe him and I could work together as
That
the
chalupa
2
go
and the
right
4
through you
car.
again?
Just swap traffic.
What are you gonna set it to? 3 or 4 for saving? Probably 3.
It'll depend where I'm at. But
Right.
let's
All right.
start off
Good luck. I'm gonna mute
get
just
ready,
briefly.
going green.
with- Yep, you're good.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green. Inside. Still there, hold your line. Clear. Car outside. Keep low. Outside is clear.
Por X, Eduardo.
You're in the top 10. Clear high. Outside. Keep low. Still there, hold your line. Still there. Outside, clear. Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Clear up top. Caution, yellow flag. They want you in single file. Pit road is closed right now.
Free white in lap 3. You're so idiot.
Okay, well, first caution.
Hey,
No. I'm not involved.
Yeah,
Steve, whatever
free
the
ride. I
fuck
tried
goes.
to lift.
there
I
was
I was too low.
a caution that should have came out on lap 1 that didn't, and someone's calling someone an effing R.
Same.
Chat,
Stop,
but that's
19,
cool.
car.
I'm
Same.
in 3rd right now because one, like the leader or the guy who was in 2nd, and I he passed me going into 3, and then through 4 I was just way
Hey,
too
cars
close to him
exiting
and
turn
almost
2.
pushed up into the wall. We had to do like a major lift.
You're right, that's 24.
So I ended up just getting back in 3rd, which I think will be fine because
No, that's
Well, I
fine.
think
Honestly,
first
it'll be,
couple of laps there.
it'll make it easier to save fuel.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I kept it in 1, and I just used my setups suck advantage to just jump a few positions, just because I figured. I
Oh, that's
figured I was gonna.
Point, yeah.
I figured I was gonna settle in once I'm in the top
Try
10.
to go green as long as you
I
can.
I
It's a
started
200 lap race.
12th, right?
500 kills like 12 cautions.
Past
It
the
was
guy
ridiculous.
on the inside at the start, just around the outside of turn 1.
In my
And
last
then
500, only 9 cars finished.
past the outside of 2 on the next guy. And then I fought the other guy to be top to be
I mean, at the end of the day, it's gonna
and
be
now I'm
more
ninth,
about
basically.
strategy than
Nice.
pure pace. Unless
Yeah,
you
I'm
make it
perfectly
with so
okay
many
with,
cautions, then yes, it's about pure pace.
Being the leader right now.
I think the other
I
thing
need
too
to
is just to
put
be
some
careful when you're
lubricant
pinching guys
on
in the
my
corner or just trying
gas
to
pedal. Squeaking like crazy.
do something like that, because
Need
that
to
was going
oil
on
that.
yesterday,
Yeah.
and guy and I got together. So just try and leave space. Yeah, 100% I agree. Remember that the guy in the bottom, there's a good chance he could understeer, and you know it's if you don't leave enough space, you're ruining your race as well. Because if he goes straight, he might be the one that hits you, but you know it doesn't matter. You're still gonna go into the wall.
I'm in 5-1 right now
Exactly,
as well.
and that was the case with me yesterday.
I started immediately as
understeered,
5-1.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, like you gotta leave a space. All the time you
Clean
have
Air
to leave a
6-1
space.
is fine. It just Clean
Calculated
Air, you
moves,
almost
that's
have
what
to
it's all about.
once you get behind people.
But unfortunately, a lot of people don't make calculated moves, so just go for a 5-1.
It's about being. It's about
Do you know
Well, being
Alec?
smart
Do you know
and-
Nick the Groot?
you know if you're on lap
I
10
know of
fighting
Nick
for
Fury,
22nd
why?
position
Is
and the guy
he supposed to be
goes
really good?
inside, just let him die. You'll get him another lap.
He's been
know?
pretty good in the past, yeah.
Okay.
I think another
I
thing
think
too
it's the
is
same Nick the
I
Groot in
know
my
we're
split.
all trying to
He was
follow
probably
in slipstream,
sandbagging.
but
He's
if
out
you're
now,
like
though. He's
a
probably
second
the guy
back,
that made
the
it
guy
3
behind
wide.
you is quicker.
One to
Not
go.
saying you
Nick's
just have to
on
let him
side.
go, but if he's faster, just
That's
give him a
quite
shot,
surprising,
you know?
Yeah, probably.
just don't fight the position, you know, to the death. You know, especially when you're fighting for like 17, you know, and you're 20 laps into the race.
Everybody
So
is
there's no point.
really chatty in my split for some reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
like
Nick
if you're
just-
deep
Nick
in the
just
field
left.
and the guy in front of you
Everybody's
holding you
really
up,
chatty,
like,
though.
by a
Like, they're
second
just-
for 5 laps.
They're just debating about what is
Just-
good conduct in early
just
laps.
give them room to pass because they're probably quicker than you,
Yeah, we're
especially
already
with a
talking
race
right
like
now.
this where it's all about attrition.
Because I did not find a mute
No,
button.
and a lot of times it helps you because
Yeah,
he can
I do
pull
have
you,
a mute button.
You know?
I'm just gonna let it
And,
run for a little bit,
you
though.
know, that
It doesn't
helps.
super bother me right now because I'm just waiting for the race
No,
to start.
I agree.
Right. Yeah, we're on the back stretch
Also,
right now, coming to
advice-
green.
Yeah, same.
I think it helps so that there's no stack ups on the
Lap
on the
6.
start. If you go as early as possible, rather than waiting for the green flag, it avoids stack ups in the back. You know?
They can go when they want. They just need to make sure that
Somebody in the chat is really funny. They're just trying to be like, "Hey, leaders, be safe. Go as soon as you can because it avoids stack up in the back." And I'm like, that's honestly up to them. It's not
About to go green.
to be
Stay
mean,
focused.
but the back of the pack is not like their problem.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green, green, green. The leader is running 42.859.
Okay, I'm gonna mute really quickly again. Sorry, just a lot of traffic.
That was your fastest lap of the session. Outside, the car in P16 just set the fastest lap. 41.176. Outside is clear. Car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 41.13. That was your fastest lap of the session. Outside. Clear up top. New fastest lap for you. The leader just did a 41.407. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1 second. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Car in P8 just set the fastest lap. 40.804. outside. Still there, hold your line. Outside is clear. The leader is running 41.484. Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed.
Not a caution for me. P6.
Nice. Yeah, we had one like about a minute after you deafened. We're back going again. Around
Yeah,
about
sorry.
18 or
I needed to concentrate because I actually
Oh, you're good.
I actually jumped. I think I jumped somebody. Honestly, all of the stuff that's happening in the 500 has been kind of a blur. But the setup feels great.
28 dark.
Everything that's kind of happened. Oh, question. As the tires cool down from caution laps, do you like tighten up the car for cold tires, or do you just keep the same settings on restarts that you like?
I usually take out whatever weight jacker I had in.
Yeah.
I usually bump it negative a couple. So like I've been running +2, so I would go back to 0.
Gotcha.
But other
Okay.
than that, I run the same.
Okay. Thank you. Just because I think weight jacker, like, it's weird because it will tighten up a bit.
Yeah, and you're just going slower, so the car is just more stable.
Yeah. But with too much weight jacker, it's easy to tip that scale to the other side, right? But then gradually you need to like move it because it's just gonna, it like
Pit
starts
road is now
tight,
open.
and then if you don't adjust to it, it'll just stay tight, basically, right? I'm on lap 23. I'm assuming it's too early to. I guess I'll just follow the leaders. 14 laps left.
I wouldn't be surprised if some people pit.
Yeah, everybody's pitting.
Yeah. Like at that point, like, it's you're basically banking on there not being another caution,
10,
or being another caution within the next like 15 laps.
5,
Right. Otherwise, you'd just be super
3,
screwed.
2, 1.
Well, you wouldn't be super screwed,
Right
you'd just be
here.
off sequence.
Right.
That's really all it is.
Go, go, go!
Oh, buddy, you are way off pace. Why are you off pace? What are we doing?
Line up, single file. Catch up, 28 car.
I gotta go catch leave, you twat.
Let's look at my tire data. 83 right front. Okay, 2 people gambled, staying out. I take that back, 1 person gambled, staying out.
1 lap to green.
Yeah,
It's-
it doesn't surprise.
It's interesting. Yeah, I followed the majority of the pack, which I think is
Yeah.
like a safe bet, especially early on, and in low split too, right? So
Yeah,
we
it's
we
second
just
back.
we just hit lap 25. What
Yeah,
about
I'm
you?
on 23 coming to 24.
Okay.
24 right now.
Are you green right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been second because the dude who was in second had some huge, like, missed turn, like, entry of turn 1, like, completely somehow, and was, like, 30 miles per hour off the pace. So I passed him going or down the back stretch, and then had to catch up to the leader, so I had to burn a little more fuel than what I wanted, but I'm back, so right behind the leader now. Like, moved back to field at 4.
Okay.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is off, be ready. Green flag, green flag. The leader just did a 37.715. Outside. Outside is clear.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. We're running, we're just running line astern right now. I tried to make a pass, but burned a bit of fuel doing that. I'll just go back to saving. I think I'm faster than this person in front of me, but not by a lot. Like, once you get closer to the top 5, it gets harder to pass people, because they're either on better sets or they're just better. Long race to go, though, right? So.
If I'm only 11:28. All about being there at the end.
Yep.
Caution, yellow flag.
Another
Line up,
caution.
single file.
Don't know what
Pit
for.
road is closed right now.
Well, it's good at least that you're not in it.
Yeah. Still P7.
Catch stop 28 car.
We should be coming up to green flag pit stops here pretty soon.
That's gonna be sweaty.
Yeah, until someone dies on pit entry or something, and then we just have regular caution.
That would ruin some people on pit sequences. So 6th gear would save more fuel than being in 1st gear, right? Despite the fuel map. Okay, I'll make sure I'm in 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to feel map 8, 6th gear.
Yep. Which
Yeah,
I think
if you
is...
have a clutch mapped, it's a good idea to just ride the clutch if you're rolling.
Pit road is now
I
open.
don't have one mapped, so...
Okay. The guy behind me is deciding to go off sequence. It's kind of interesting. He's the only guy that decides to do it.
That's weird.
Yeah. He's pitting at lap 32.
Yeah, right now, on my relative, there's the dude in front of me, and then 2 guys behind me, and then it's like a 3-second gap to the next car behind them. So...
Setup feels good, right?
Oh yeah, so that feels good. I mean, I like the fact that there's definitely more room to play with the tools than
The fixed.
the fixed one,
The fix feels pretty like dead, honestly.
The leader just pitted. Now I have the lead back in field map 1. We'll be pitting in a few laps here.
1 lap to green.
And we got a caution.
Caution fest.
So leader just benefited from that because he didn't go a lap down. But oh no, okay, yeah, I was gonna say don't be running into me now. Pace car exiting 2.
Is your voice chatty now or something?
No, the guy behind me was coming up on my ass real quick. So the leader actually just got lucky there because he was able to get in and out of the pits without getting lapped.
Mm-hmm. That is lucky.
I mean, that's like as the leader, he was never gonna get lapped, but still got lucky in the sense that he pitted and it
Get ready, going green.
didn't screw him over because everyone else is gonna pit here now.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green. The leader just did a 46.105.
Stayed out or he pitted. No, he would have been all. Maybe he pitted on like the first one. Pace car entering the 3. He wants to stay in the back.
Inside. Stay high. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Clear, you're in 5th. New fast flat for you.
P5 now. Setup's good. Very happy with it right now. I just barely brushed the wall, not paying attention to the straight. I think I'm okay though. I actually think damage on the IR18 is back to being a little bit more robust. When there was a season where it was pretty light on contact, would do a lot more damage.
The leader just did a 41.3.
I remember there was a while where it would be like a tank, and then they kind of like made it much less of a tank, and then now it's kind of, I think it's a little bit closer to that original tank thing.
Yeah, I agree with you. Alright, we're back to green. And we're back to caution.
You are having quite the caution fest.
We literally didn't even get to turn 3. It was the 7, the guy who was in 7th, so wasn't that far behind him.
That's pretty good though. People from the top 10 up, not doing, dropping out would be good in general, because they're probably a pretty decent car at least.
One of the guys said, "What the fuck are you doing, 22? These ain't stock cars." Is he bumping?
Is he trying to bump draft? It's a terrible idea, naturally.
What, you're telling me pointy nose, pointy butt don't make for good bump traffic? Get out here, Evan.
It's like balancing dinner plates at 200 miles per hour.
I'm gonna side bang me in turn 2 with the front dude.
Which is also not great.
For my pedals. The 2, the 4, and the 3 are probably 1, 2, 3, so.
The front 3 leaders are swapping places right now, and I don't think they're doing it in a quick way.
So yeah, the top 3 are swapping. Top 2 could do it. Top 3 is... I don't know how many setup shop guy right behind me. Someone's saying sorry to the 20 car while we're under caution. So I don't know. Did he move him?
Hang on, I'm gonna be right back.
The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed right now.
Okay, that didn't take long. Another caution. I think Chloe, there's a person in front of me, her name is Chloe. I think she's like coming back to me a little bit. And I was being like, I'm gonna try to turn the wick up just a couple laps and try to concentrate on a better line to see if I can get by her. She's pretty tough to get by, honestly. But I saw her she hit the wall, backed up to me just a little bit. And then I'm like, maybe a little bit of damage for that one. And then if I turn it up to 1, this set is passable. Like, you can overtake with this set. So I was just trying to pressure her and stuff.
Let me see what my pit is. I got 17 laps left. Do I pit now is the question.
Pit road is
I
now
would do
open.
whatever the leaders do.
You what?
I would do whatever the leaders do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow them. Off sequence is for people in the back. Which, I mean, off sequence have won the race, right? So.
Yeah, for sure. But an off sequence can get you to the front if it works out the right way.
Right.
Like, right now, going off sequence isn't about winning the race. It's about getting you to the lead.
Track position.
Pit
Track
box
position.
Yeah, about track
10,
position. Alrighty, we're
5,
about to get back green.
3, 2, 1. Right here. That's it, go. They want you in single file.
Okay, P5.
Catch up, 28 car.
P1.
You might win your second one today.
Oh, I'll be saying that yet.
True, it is a long way to go, right?
Yep. I got out to the lead because I thought maybe
Catch up,
the guy
28 car.
would be able to swap draft with me, but he's half a second behind me.
Right. Okay. 3 drivers off sequence, and it's the people that were typically off sequence. So I guess they're trying to go a little longer. Excuse me. Hello, Sir Rosa. What is up? Just trying to get a good Indy 500 finish. P5 on strat. 3 people in front of us at the front of the pack off sequence. This will be interesting. But hello.
So that are you P8
Yeah, I'm P8.
right now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I figured there isn't any real reason to try to go off sequence right now.
No, not really. I was really hopeful that this dude was gonna
You still leading?
want to swap draft. Yeah.
You want
I
to
don't know
swap?
if
Is there a lap
he's
car?
probably-
Or
No,
Oh.
he just restarted. He's just saved field, which is fine. If that's the case, then I probably
Though-
should drop down to field map 2 here.
the whole
just
point
to
of saving fuel is to try to
make out a stop and make pit stop shorter. Is
yeah,
really
make
what
a
it's supposed
either make a pit stop shorter or cut out a stop completely, right? So
Yep.
all right, I'm restarting. I am going to mute again because I'm going to see if I could jump, but BRB.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is off, be ready. Green flag, green flag. The leader is running 36.97. Car outside. Still there. Clear high. Car outside. Clear up top. Car outside. Go low. Clear. inside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside, 2 wide. Keep low. Clear outside. Car 23 has taken the lead. Car inside. Stay high to the car on the low side. The leader is running 41.976. Clear inside. Car outside. Go low. Still there. Clear up top. Computer 41.287. The leader is running 41.59. The lead is spinning now. Car 9 is up the front. The leader's fitting now. Outside. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Still there. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Keep low. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1 second. Clear up top. You're back in fifth. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.2 seconds. The leader just did a 42.151. Outside. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Outside, clear. The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Closed, pit road is closed. Catch up, 5.
Okay. Sorry for muting that long. It was just a really sweaty couple of laps. I am P4 now.
Nice.
Whew.
Everyone pitted basically behind me 2 cautions ago, and now I'm leading it with I have 10 laps of fuel. And I had the opportunity to pit here, but I decided I'm just gonna run this fuel out because it didn't make any sense to pit 5 laps after.
Right.
Everyone else lines pit.
Excuse me. I'm feeling under the weather today.
Yeah, I can tell.
Well, with 8 laps of fuel left in the tank, I'm assuming we pit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Now let me move all my weight jacket
Actually-
stuff down.
Pit road is now open.
It's funny, people are playing games and pit in.
Oh yeah. That'll
Five.
happen.
3, 2, 1. Right here. All clear. Punch it. They want you in single file.
Leapfrog somebody. That's awesome. I'm P3 now.
Nice.
This is mostly the group that I want to play with. I don't even want to, like... I think P3 is pretty good. Do you winning already? I mean, kinda, honestly. Like, this deep in, such a good position. I'm trying not to think about anything more than what the next few laps would be, but looking pretty okay right now. Okay, off sequence guys are off sequence, which is 3 people in front of me.
Yep.
One lap to green.
Almost halfway. We're finishing lap 75 right now. What about you? Where are you at right now?
On lap 70.
Okay. We're kind of going at about even pace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute for this restart. I just want to make sure I don't mess it up. So yeah, be right back.
Get ready, going green. Post car is off, time to do your job. Green, green, green. Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed. Jetstar 4, car.
Okay, caution. The pole sitter just wrecked behind me. That's
Nice.
it's good news for me because he was actually the best car. Like unironically, he was just slowly kind of falling back, but he wasn't falling back because of like he was bad. He was falling back because likely saving, and the two cars in front of me are really aggressive. Like I think I was telling you early in the race, they were doing like they're swapping the three of them together, right? And they weren't swapping in a way that like helped them. So
Right. Yeah, I'm about to be pitting next lap, I believe.
green flag pit stops.
Yeah.
Sweaty. Okay. I'll let you concentrate on that.
Pit road's open.
Excuse me.
Four pitting in.
Are you the 4 car?
Yeah.
Okay. Your number's still by the rating, right? By iRating.
Yep. I pulled in right as I ran out of fuel, so that was good timing.
Right. I'm riding the clutch now as you like suggested.
Yeah, I just don't have it mapped. I should have, but
Don't think it matters tremendously. So Philip Kraus won the top split, the broadcast esports split.
yeah.
He started like deep in the field too. That's awesome.
No, he started at pole in that one.
Oh, did he? When I
Yeah, he-
opened the broadcast, he was like
the-
22nd or something.
Which broadcast? Yesterday or the Friday night one?
Yesterday's, not the Friday night one.
Oh.
I didn't know there was a Friday night one.
Wait.
Was there 2 splits? That was esports
Well,
splits?
Gary broadcasted the Friday night top split one.
Ah, no, I meant the one that that's on iRacing's channel.
I mean, he definitely had the fastest quality time,
Right.
so
One to go, next time by.
I'm getting terrible understeer.
If you are off sequence, you probably want a lot of cautions, right? Because that eventually puts you on sequence. But green flag just kind of ruins you. Is that the
Depends
case?
how it plays out. Like, if it, like off sequence could be getting it to where like yeah you get some cautions, but you also have the benefit of like you could maybe not need a pit stop when everyone else is needing a pit stop later on or something.
Right, okay.
go green. Stay focused. Pace car is off. Green flag, green flag. The leader consider 46.315. Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Still there. Clear high. You're back in fifth.
Push, push. Yep. Trying, Sergej. Thanks for the, thanks for the spectatorship. We'll see. But car feels strong right now. Right now, mostly still just saving. In map 3. Probably gonna switch to 4 now.
The leader is running 41.368.
I'm gonna go back to 3. Just want to suck up a little bit more. Gonna quickly BRB again, Zach.
The leader is running 41.412. The leader is running. 41.397. The leader's pitting now. You're in 4th position. Car 9 has taken the lead.
Sorry to hear that, Big Tom. Okay, I'm in a really good position now, Zach. P4, but P3 on strategy. And, we might come across green flag pit stops.
Yeah, I have another green flag pit stop in a few laps here.
Yeah, I
We
have
just
about...
got the lap up here, and I'm leading, but off drive, to be honest.
I think P3 just lost a draft.
We're halfway in the race.
I'm gonna be a little cheeky, see what happens.
The leader's pitting now. You're now in 3rd. The leader is running 41.475. Caution, yellow flag.
Okay, well,
Line up, single
so much
file.
for that.
Pit road is closed right now.
Caution.
Oh. I got one lap and then I'm pitting.
Catch start 22 car.
Oh my god. Okay. So what lap number should we go to? 90 to go, right? That's when we can make it
90
on
to
one
go is
one
when
more
you can
stop.
make it 2 more stops.
2 more. Oh, right, because 30 laps. Well,
Yeah.
you could probably push it like. Wait, you said 2 more, right? So that's basically
Yeah, so
3 stints of 30.
Yeah, that's full burn on your last that entire time.
Okay.
Hit edge was smooth. Coming to the box.
Pit road is now open. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Go, go, go! Line up, single file. Past the 22 car.
Leapfrogged P2. I am now P2.
Nice.
The fuel saving is causing me to leapfrog these people because they need to put less fuel in me, right? So
No, you need to put less
Catch
fuel
up,
in them.
4 car.
what's up?
You need to put less fuel in than them. That's why.
Yeah, I need to put in less fuel than them. Yes.
Yeah.
Did I say that backwards?
Yeah, that's why I corrected you.
I'll take P2 on strat. That's pretty good. So I still need to fuel save because we're gonna restart. Well, I just pitted with 97 to go. So
Yeah, you'll need to fuel save.
I need to save.
Always
Yeah.
for a bit, which I do too, but I need to get in somebody's draft because I'm.
So what? 30 to go. If you have a max tank, then that's kind of full burn. I guess I
Well,
could.
if you're in traffic, it's full burn.
Right. Yeah, if you're alone, then that's
1 lap to green.
that's bad. That will eat more. That will eat like what? 28 laps? 27?
Yeah, I think it's like 29, but yeah.
29.
Yeah, I think it's 29 laps.
And then 30 laps is full burn in traffic.
Pretty much, yeah.
But you're going way faster in traffic than just solo, right? So.
Yeah, as long as people aren't fuel saving.
Excuse me. All right. Cheers. Yeah, we'll see. I think it's going well for the both of us, right?
Yeah, I'm not exactly where I want to be on strategy, but that's okay. I'm sure there will be a caution here at some point that'll reset the field.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is in. Green, green, green.
That's a little bit my bad. I just didn't know what the front guys were gonna do, but oh well. No harm, no foul.
What happened?
Checkup. I think I was the cause of the checkup actually, but there's no wrecks. The guy behind me almost went into the back of me.
Car inside. Still there, inside. Clear. Car inside. The leader is running. 41.29. Still there. Keep high. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear inside.
Trying to fuel save off of him. I mean, I am a little bit, but I also don't want to lose a bunch of time.
Okay, now it's fuel save time.
Back in third. Keep hustling. The next car's the leader.
It's a little bit early to be doing this, guys.
In a race. Nice if that was just a little bit faster.
We are hustling, Chief. Sure am, Pollock. P2 on strat, P3 overall. Actually feeling great right now. I'm fuel saving behind the front two, who are kind of not really fuel saving. The blue car in front of me wants to gun it, and he's hoping for a caution. The guy in front of me is for position on the same strategy, and that's the great spot to be in on an oval right now. I think I have the car to get runs on people. P1 Docs did a great job with this set. I don't think anybody else has the kind of set that I have. So goal right now is to make sure I don't lose position while saving as much as I can. So I'm in map 5, which is like a super low map. Also, no, don't push into the wall like that. But the car will get tight. And honestly, everybody else kind of develops tight as it appears, just like me. So no dramas right now. I just can't let this this car in front of me out of my sights, and then I should be fine. Race is almost done, actually. It's past halfway. Yeah, when the leaders are doing that, they're not fuel saving.
279. The next car's the leader.
That's unfortunate for Chloe. She was really good, actually. Honestly, don't even care. You want to stay with the leader, go ahead. The blue car's probably in map 1 full burn. I don't think the off-sequence cars are that great right now. I can't read that right now, but I'm really, really focused on my lines at Indy. Everything on ovals is just precise lines. I almost went into the wall again. But yeah, precise lines. Run your laps and chill, don't overthink. Yeah. Yep. Still a lot of laps to go. And my my Indy friend here says that there's still a lot of racing to go with I have to try to hit like 60 to go on a full tank of gas, then I could do full burn. Hey TJ, thanks for hopping in, man. We're in a really good spot right now, so you guys joined just in time. Okay, starting to get a little tight now. Just 2 clicks of weight jacker. That's better.
The yellow flag is
Okay.
out. Line up, single file. Closed, pit road is closed.
Oh my god, another yellow, Zach. I think I got 22 laps left.
26 car.
What lap are you on?
82.
18 to go.
Yep.
Okay, well, if you run out the 22, you'll be easily able to make it on. If you run out this stint, you'll be easily able to make it on one more. Like you won't. You probably will be able to short fill a little bit.
Yeah, I think this caution is good for me. Do you suggest a specific lap to overfill if I'm leading all the way? Maybe like 2 laps, right?
What do you mean a specific lap to overfill?
Like there's an ability to do how many laps of margin you want to add in to the autofill.
I would
Keep it at 1?
keep it at 1, yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll think about it in my final pit stop, because if I'm leading all the way at the end, I probably want an extra, but then it's just slightly extra time, right? So
Yeah.
okay, I'll keep it at 1 for now.
Yeah.
Leader's pitting. No way. Really? Okay, fine, whatever. I guess the leader's not confident that we'll make it all the way without another caution.
10. 5. 3. 2. 1. Right here.
It's always scary, honestly, even though you're used to, like, ghosting in pits.
Move it, move it.
Yeah.
single file. Jetstar 4, car.
I have an idea. Maybe it's not a good idea, but I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I think my idea is to still save on the second to last stint. Because everybody just pit. The leader just pit. I just pitted. Full tank of gas now. And then that way I could short fuel at the end and get ahead in front of him. And with the set that I have, I don't think you can... I mean, you're kind of a sitting duck either way, but I think this thing's kind of like a bullet.
Yeah, it's very fast to a straight line.
Okay. Couple of people that didn't pit. I think I made the right call just to pit with the leader, this Cole Fralick guy.
Oh, I know that name.
Do you?
Yeah, he's part of David Land's
One to go,
community.
next time by.
Ah. So for a middle split, it's a pretty famous split. There's a guy here named Timu Troika. I know him from Live for Speed. He was a really good driver in Live for Speed. He was like esports level. He's probably, I think he's probably esports road level now too, but obviously not oval since he's not even the one car in this. But he's a really good driver in general. Couple of people we know just wrecked out, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 to green. Yeah, 80 to go. We'll restart with 80 to go. I think this is a good spot. Who's behind me? Okay. I don't think anybody behind me has bothered me all race, so I think the guys who would bother me are gone, like wrecked out. But it all depends on this restart. So if I get a really bad restart, then that could be, I don't want to say race over, but maybe like win could probably be over. So we'll see. Track position's really key, right? So especially towards the end of the race on an oval.
Yeah, I was just able to get behind a guy who's on a different field
About to go
strategy,
green,
so I
stay
can save
focused.
a bit more on this. Field
Okay,
number 5.
I will be right
The
back.
car is in.
1 sec.
Green flag, green flag. The leader just did a 45.916. Outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear up top.
That was sketchy. You guys see that? They banged wheels and they didn't die. I don't know how that happened. Safe fuel, safe fuel.
You're back in 4th position. Car inside, clear. Caution, yellow flag. They want you in single file. Pit road is closed.
My life just flashed before my eyes, fellas. Alright, Zach. Leader took himself out.
Oh, nice.
Almost took me out. Like, literally darted
Left
across
side,
my wing. Like, it was pretty much like a couple of seconds, couple of milliseconds, I probably would be dead. Like, it was that
Yeah.
close.
Racing is a game of inches.
Yep. Oh my god. So another caution, which probably means... Yeah, this is going to be interesting now. And he bounced back towards in the pack, which is fine. I think Timu Troika, he's the guy that could bother me. Him and Gavin Baird in front of me, but they're off sequence now. They're not on my sequence. But this next caution might put them in my sequence, right? So
Yeah, basically.
I'm at 31 tank, 77 laps to go. So I'm kind of aiming for a really short pit at the end.
Pit road is now open.
If you do really short pit at the end, don't take tires.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll see. I'll see what everything's like right now.
Yeah.
A couple of friends from the Pooh Bear League hopped in my chat, and they hopped in right at the exact moment that, like, my life flashed before my eyes. It was like,
Good timing.
yeah, it was exit 2. He pancaked the wall, and it was like a Kyle Larson crash. Like, he hit it so bad it bent something bad, and then he just speared straight into the inside wall.
Yep. We've all been there.
Excuse me. Agreed, TJ. That was... I don't think I could have asked for a luckier break. And we still have a long way to go. It's still 75. Quarter second from... Yep, exact. Honestly, if he didn't hit the wall that hard, he would have just bounced straight into me and we would both be dead. Like, that was... The physics was so lucky. I couldn't have asked for a luckier break. But, like, anything could happen now. I'm trying to relax. I think the best cars have taken themselves out. The two in front of me are good cars, but they're off sequence. So I don't really know what they're gonna do. I can't quite predict their tank. I just know that Timu guy, he was on my sequence, and he opted to go off sequence. But he has less fuel than me right now. If I can aim for a short pit, I think I'm actually in the catbird seat. But if I lead, I'm going to dump a lot of fuel. So I think I still need to. It's better for me that I still save. So we'll see. A caution's gonna ruin everything at this point. I need this to just go all the way green, and I need to do green flag pit stops. You could see that I'm clutching just to like save fuel, and this is called riding your clutch. This is what my friend's name is Zach. This is my Indy friend Zach. This is what he was talking about to like help save fuel more. 6th gear. Map 8. Map 8 is the most important one. Ride the clutch, and then yeah, just to like make sure your car doesn't guzzle. You know. This is real close. This is gonna be real close. Wish me luck, TJ. I'm gonna go to green again, so BRB.
Yep, you're good.
Get ready, going green. Pace car is off.
He went super early.
Catch start 2.
That's
Car
fine.
going
I still have his
green.
draft. Actually, that's safer for me because I think everybody else was caught off guard by that.
The leader is running 42.
That's fine. It's not far enough ahead that I lose the draft. It's smart by Timu, honestly. Just try to get some distance on me. And at this point, it's gonna. If I lose the draft, it forces me to burn fuel that I don't want to burn. Okay. Time to save fuel. Go back to map 3. I don't need to pass them. It's not good for me to pass them. But I need to make sure that they're not too far ahead, or I don't lose the draft. So I'm going to stay in 3 for now. I don't need to save fuel any more than that, I don't think. Oh, side by side, that's going to really help. Mind the dirty air. I think Timu's car looks good. I don't think that car in front of me looks good. I don't think P2 looks very good. Kind of struggling on balance, it looks like. Like he's kind of pushing up, and I don't think that's purposeful. Which is, means the car is too tight. 0.8, still have draft, not panicking, just still saving fuel. Oh, that's Timu actually. Okay, I take that back. Gavin I think has the better car. Timu's a good driver though. So there's a car to make, if there's a car that he can drive around, it will be him. I recognize that name from my Live for Speed days. I don't think Timu remembers me. I was just a terrible kid back in the day. Just really awful at racing. This is exactly what I want though. Yeah, look at that. Look at that suck up. It's nuts, this set. It's great. I'm going to be a little cheeky and try to go to 5. There's absolutely no way I can make it all the way. So I could lead if I want to, but I kind of don't want to. Timu is the one that's closest to my... I think I take that back. I think both Gavin and Timu are... I think they were on my strat and then they went off sequence. I don't think the first off sequence guy, I think, is the guy behind me, Matthew. I wish I could read what you said and not have auto. I gotta check my auto mod settings. I almost fucked up right there. I don't know if you saw that, but I actually hit the apron. I knew I fucked up. And I reacted, and thankfully that wasn't as big of a fuck up as that would have been real sad. Okay, I'm gonna concentrate for just a little bit. I just need to like focus on my lines. You know what? Back to map 3.
The leader consider 41.357.
Man, I'm dropping Matthew. That's awesome.
You're pulling away from the car behind.
If the top 3, like me and these two, if we run away, the pack behind us, that's even better.
Okay.
Shit, my VR.
Below cargo track.
Inside. Still inside. Clear inside.
Stupid VR. It's okay. Could have been worse. Wind might be over, but we'll see. All right, back to 1.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.3 seconds. The leader is running 41.365.
Elliot, just let me know when you want pass. I just passed you. Figured you want the fuel saving.
The leader's bidding now. Car 2 has taken the lead.
My VR had a malfunction. I almost wrecked, and I lost the P1 on strategy. So we'll see how much I could go back. I'm pretty miffed, but I'm trying to not panic and just focused on trying to chase down that top 5. Because I think I have a bullet right now.
The leader's bidding now. Car 26 is up the front. Inside, clear. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1 second. The leader is running 41.333. The car in C15 just set the fastest lap, 40.558. Car inside. Clear inside. You've got about 5 laps of fuel. car inside. Stay high. Still inside. Stay high with the car on the low side. Clear. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.1 seconds. Car inside. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1 second. Keep high. The leader to consider. Push you 1.533. Clear inside. Inside. Still there. Inside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear inside. The car behind is pitting. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 6 seconds. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 5.8 seconds. You have about 2 laps of fuel left. The car behind is pitting. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.1 seconds. You're back in 4th position. You have about 1 lap of fuel left. Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel. The leader's pitting now. Pit box in 10.
Hitting in this lap.
3, 2. Car 13 is up the front, right here. We
15,
can't
15,
fix the damage. All clear, punch it.
15.
The leader's pitting now. Caution, yellow flag. They want you in single file. Closed, pit road is closed. Catch up, 7, car. Catch up, 7, car. Past the pace car, catch up, 7, car.
My Oculus screwed me.
Yeah, I messed up too. I was following a car, and then the car came out of the pits and gave that car dirty air, and I just pushed super wide, smacked the
Past
wall.
13, car.
Floor damage, I think, again.
That sucks.
Leave the 23 at on track.
Car.
I mean, I don't know how bad it is.
Past
It's
23,
driving fine
car.
at 5th, or field at 5, but I'm already screwed on
Catch up, 7, car.
field strategy anyway, so.
Yeah. It's funny. I think I was actually sitting really good to win, And now it's going to be a little hard to... My car is fine. What happened was that, like, notification I was complaining about actually happened. Actually finally happened in a race that's important. But... See, a bunch of people, they're out of fuel, which sucks to be them. I think...
This says can't repair, just...
I think I have a pretty strong car. I think it's possible I can move up. We'll just have to see. But at this point, yeah, I mean, no fuel save, right? So.
Okay. Can't fix the damage, so I just gotta go drive it.
What are you in right now?
I don't know, I just pitted.
Can you guys believe that? Literally P1 on strat. Literally P1 on strat. The only upside, the absolutely only upside, is that it happened on that long straight, and I was able to reach down and get rid of that notification. I did go into the wall, but it just seems like a graze, and I don't have any damage to report.
You've got damage on the right side.
Oh, I guess I do have damage then. Shit. Well, whatever. The only benefit is that, at this point, I still have like an outside shot. It's really hard to pass this many cars at this point. But I think everybody that's left are like the weaker cars of the pack, and I definitely have a good set. So it's a matter of whether, with the damage that I have, whether I could still move up, and B, as long as like nothing dumb happens, like maybe top 3, we'll see. It would be. This would be the best VOD of all time if I am able to somehow... The problem is though that Gavin and Timu are pretty strong drivers themselves. I just think I have a better set. But we will see, because all of these guys are just literally people that were behind me this whole time, so... I'll have to try to get a monster start. I'm gonna go aggressive here. 5-2. Fuck it.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is in.
Okay, Gavin and Timu like to go early. It's good information.
46.56.
Here we go. Yeah, car doesn't feel as good as it was before, but I think it's like okay right now. We'll see. Actually, I think the balance is still there. It just doesn't suck up quite as good as it used to before, which in Indy cars, like, suspension being kind of off kilter will actually affect that. Okay, well, that guy's fucked.
The leader just did a 41.11. Car 19 has taken the lead. Car outside. Keep low. Still there, hold your line. Clear outside if you want it. Car inside. Still there at the bottom. Still there, hold your line. Still inside. The leader consider 41.136. Still there at the bottom. Keep high. Clear.
No, the car's not as good anymore. Oh, it's unfortunate.
Car 19 is up the front. New fast flat for you. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.5 seconds. The leader's pitting now. You're losing on the
Cutting
car
in.
front. The gap is 1 second. You're back in third. Keep
Go
high
then.
I will, yes. To be honest, I don't really know what to do right now. I think I'm screwed either way.
The car behind is pitting. The leader is running 40.869. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 7.2 seconds. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.4 seconds. car behind is pitting.
Looks like going to be a mess up front. Felt the understeer. Just got in the dirty area right then. Six laps.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Oopsies. Think I'm okay.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel. The leader is running 40.973. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.1 seconds.
Blake is hitting the wall just like me.
About 2 laps of fuel left. The leader's pitting now. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Car 9 is up the front, right here. We can't fix the damage. You're in second position right now. Move it, move it.
Okay.
Car inside. Clear. Inside. The leader's pitting now. Still there, hold your line. Clear. Outside. Stay low. Outside.
It's all about using your tools in the car. So,
Oh, are you watching?
front roll bar, rear roll bar, weight checker, lifting for you.
I have Are you watching?
The leader did up 41.18. Outside. Stay low. Clear outside if you want it. Car outside. Clear high. Outside. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Clear
Is this
outside.
NASCAR? What the fuck?
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1 second. You're back in 4th position. The car in P3, just at the fastest lap, 40.54. Great job, 10 to go.
I lost the draft. I don't have anything for them.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.6 seconds. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 3 seconds. Car outside. Keep low. Go low. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. The leader is running. 41.262. Keep low. Go low. Clear. Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Still there. Clear outside. You're back in fifth.
Unfortunately, the way Gavin raced us made us lose the draft, so couldn't clean onto it. So this is the best we can hope for.
You got 5 laps to go. Things are looking good. You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
That's fine, more than enough. I wish this was for the win. Not even gonna get the cert out of this. Oh well.
Inside. Keep high. Still inside. Clear. Inside. Still there, hold your line. Stay high, there's a car on the low side. Clear inside. Inside. You've got 2 laps to go. Still there, inside.
Not gonna lie, Ashley, for a little bit there, it looked like you and the 13 were about to kill each other.
Clear inside.
Understeer.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.2 seconds. White flag, stay smooth. Inside, the lead is consider 41.28. Still there.
Crash.
Clear, go low. The next car's the leader. Inside, you're losing on the car in front. The gap is 2 seconds. Clear inside. The leader's pitting now.
Well, that's it. Oh, gutted. I'm gonna see what happened. Did Gavin win? Or did Timu win? Oh yeah, Timu won. Okay, well. Oh Jesus. That's some epic netcode right there.
How blind can you, bro?
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Good to race, Ashley. Good to race.
I missed all of them. Honestly, Gavin was on the right line for that, but okay. If it wasn't for I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
good fight 13.
I'm honestly not gonna blame them for that,
Laps.
because when you reckon the Indy car, there's a very strong chance that your brakes are gone, and you could be holding your
Hey,
brakes,
congrats on the win there,
and you're gonna
Timu,
slide
and,
down.
Great job on the podium, Gavin, and
Yeah, that was gonna be a podium for me, which, you know, I did gun it. No caution on the final lap. Yeah, that's
good race, guys.
perfect reaction for both of them actually, and I can't turn left for this, so I had to turn right. And then yeah, that's all she wrote for the IndyCar. Well. Honestly, I'm gonna take a look back at that lap, because Timu won. I was in front of Timu. Yeah, I think it's this. Which one is it? So that's the caution. It was a very, very slow lap. That's the pit stop. That's the final pit stop. Might have been this one. No, this is just the caution lap. Oh, this is probably this one, the 42. Yeah, it's the end of this one. So that's Timu and Gavin ahead of me. So I wasn't in front of Timu. And then that's the, oh yeah, that's a pretty big hit. So no wonder the car didn't feel as good anymore, honestly. If I had kept the wheels straight, Oh man, I wish I could replay this. Yeah, it's the. I don't even blame the final wreck. It's just the stupid VR thing. Um, this notification's killing me because it just happens randomly in the VR thing. Oh, dude, it was so bad. I was like fumbling around for my controller, but that. So I take that back. I don't. I would have cycled ahead of Timu because they needed to pit earlier than me, and overcut is powerful, as you guys saw. I was getting held up by that other one. I just had to figure out something. Yeah, you guys are seeing why VR is kind of sometimes a really bad idea. But this one is that's a pretty hard hit, and that explain. I knew the car wasn't as good. I could just tell, just didn't suck up as much, and that's a pretty major hit. It's actually good the car is not done, and this is why I came back. Okay, so all in all, I mean, I had fun. That's the major thing. I'm gonna have to hope that next there's definitely a bunch of cars that could have won today that wrecked out. So boo-hoo woes me, right? Good win by Timu. Timu didn't do anything wrong. He was just in the right place, right time. Front two took themselves out, and then that's a good win from him. I think the exiting pit stop, man, I wish I would have been closer. Maybe if I took no tires, that's possible. Because a good fight with Gavin. I did think Christian was sketch, but I'm just gonna look at this pit exit. So I took tires because I didn't. I mean, honestly, like, let me see how far back what I was. I was that far back. I made up all of that just like Hail Marying it into the pit entry, and I gained a bunch of time on him. And he was yeah, that's how far back. And then like at this point I'm like I need to close that gap. So Hail Mary, and then I think that's literally as late as I could brake. And then lock, and then actually it wasn't even that sketch of a pit in. I'm proud of that pit in. Look how close I am. Man, I can't believe I lost a draft though. So come into the pits. I thought I had his draft, and at this point I thought like maybe win was still possible but then I just lost the draft right here. Maybe I lifted too much, but also, and then this is where Gavin got by me. Timu's right here, and then Gavin fought me really hard here. That made us lose the draft to Timu. This was good. We were in contention. Timu got by me. Best car, actually, of the guys left. And then he dives on the inside. It's good on him. I try to follow. I can't. And then Gavin starts losing it. Oh, yeah, he hits the wall. This is not... I mean, this is just really easy to do. So I'm on inside. He hits the wall. He hits me. That's where I was like, bumper cars, question mark. And then I can't believe I lost a draft from this point. It definitely has to be damage. Definitely has to be, because to me, this is draft distance. This is 100% draft distance. And yeah, I just gradually lose it. I just gradually fall back. That's it. It has to be damage. And then at this point, it's just kind of defending from Gavin. Yeah, Christian was kind of nuts. I think the setup was still good enough for me to get past for that top 10. So that's me passing Christian. I think he blew his tires trying to run with us. This is honestly a good fight. I was trying to think how I was gonna get by him if he just hugs the inside, which is normal. This is normal oval things. And then not as good on the outside as the car was earlier today, but that's without damage, right? And then final lap. This is going into the final lap. And this is just a big wreck up front involving the leaders. I did see the smoke. I probably should have fed behind Gavin. This is what I would do. This is what I would do different in the future. Like, looking at this, I was like, maybe they would slide down, honestly. And then they kind of didn't. Well, that guy did, and this one slid down way too late. So if this one slid down earlier, Yeah, they were just, again, this is not any of their fault. This is just a last lap wreck. And then, yeah, there's just nowhere to go. At this point, I committed the outside. I'm just carrying so much speed, there's no way I could take a sharp turn to the left. I just needed to shoot the gap on the outside end. Hope I didn't hit the wall, but that I was never going to make it. I needed to, in order for me to make this, I needed to feed back behind Gavin. And at that point, it's possible for, it would have been a podium. So no caution on the final lap on ovals. So, which is not normal, by the way. In real life, if there's a big wreck like this, they would throw a caution and then they would freeze the field and I would have my third. Kick a nap, a good race. Absolutely. Hey, how it went for you. I'll catch you in a bit. Appreciate it. All right. I'm gonna rest up. This was grueling. And you know, we'll get them next time.